Good morning. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, parents and family members. My name is Miss Angela Griffin, and I am the middle school, I am the assistant principal here at Colonel Bartell. However, I am located on the upper campus, middle school. Welcome, parents, friends, family friends, and TVK8 Tigers to our STEM Student of the Month Award ceremony for the month of December. We're so happy and excited that you all could join us today as we celebrate our Tigers who have demonstrated the STEM trait of being a problem solver. Today I would like to introduce some very special people who make this event possible. Of course, we have Ms. Shumanella, our STEM coordinator, who works hard every month to make sure that this event runs smoothly. Mr. Weaver, our technology guy, who's on the table, who helps prepare and get this event together, as well as our wonderful guidance counselors who are located across the room, Ms. Bell, Ms. Knowles, Ms. Downing, Ms. Kay, and Ms. Wonderly. Again, let's give those people a big round of applause. This year, our theme as a school is Leading Everyone in Growth Opportunities, the acronym for which is LEGO. Because we believe that it takes everyone in the school community to learn and grow, we have utilized this theme in conjunction with our STEM traits. Each trait is represented by a LEGO figurine who exemplifies the STEM trait. December's STEM trait of being a problem solver is represented on the student certificates by a LEGO figurine representing the fields of construction and architecture. Finding and creating solutions are a natural part of the job for construction workers and architects. Using critical thinking, architects create the plans and often supervise constructing of buildings and homes. The role also includes problem solving through strict requirements while keeping the health and safety of the public in mind. Problem solving is a natural part of the construction and building industry, which is why this career is represented on the student certificates this month. Today, we will honor all of our Tigers who have demonstrated their problem-solving skills at TVK8. Thank you all for being the models of creative thinking and looking for the unique approach to solve every problem. I would now like to welcome Ms. Barone to stage to an MC Awards.
Good morning, everybody. Just a few reminders. Students, don't forget to bring me your papers with your names on them because that helps me remember who's getting awards. And parents, at the end, once all of the students come up and they're staying on stage, we will invite you up to take photographs, so you'll get a chance to get pictures of your students up here with their certificates and their magnets. Ms. Stanfield Griffin, you get to hand out the magnets this morning. Hello? Okay. Our first student this morning is Layla Hendrick from Miss Green's class. Layla is very helpful towards her classmates. As a leader, she thinks outside the box and is one of the first amongst her class to consult a friend and help them with a situation they are having. For example, she suggested to bring an extra chair over to Art Center when other friends felt left out. Congratulations, Layla. Next up. And also just hold your applause to the end and we'll give everybody a big round of applause. Next up we have Zach Parada. Zach does an excellent job of identifying when there is a problem in the classroom. He is always willing to help his teachers with finding a solution to that problem. He's been working hard this quarter of school and it is really showing. We are very proud of the progress Zach has made. Way to go, Zach. He's staying in his seat this morning. Next, we have Drew Llewellyn from Miss Mackenzie's class. Drew uses his words when working with his friends. Drew offers solutions when peers need help and models ways to be a peacemaker. He loves to share his ideas with the class. Way to go, Drew. Solomon is an exquisite little boy who is a valued member of our pre-K class. He's becoming much more vocal in the classroom setting and is learning to use his verbal skills to tell us about his thoughts and ideas. During the school day, Solomon is able to identify problems he encounters and can identify potential solutions when asked. He is learning to become more independent in the classroom as he prepares for kindergarten. We are proud of the progress he has made and look forward to his continued development. And this is our pre-K winners. Kindergarten, please stand up. Look towards Miss Downing, and she will make sure you guys to come on. Pre-K parents, if you want to come on up and take pictures, you're welcome to. All right, congratulations, pre-K. Next up, we are going to be doing kindergarten. Starting with Finley. Finley always helps if there's a problem to be solved. She knows what to do and is willing and eager to do it. She is one of the best problem solvers in our class and is very dependable too. Congratulations, Finley. Next up, we have Madison. Madison is a thinker from Ms. Chicola's class. Madison is a thinker who looks for a solution to any problem. She uses her critical thinking skills and is determined to find answers. She's a very mature student for her age. She completely deserves the STEM award for being a problem solver. Way to go, Madison. Next, we have Rama from Ms. Johnson's class. The students voted Rama as our student of the month because she can find solutions to her problem on her own. She thinks about the opinions, options, and makes good choices. Congratulations. Next up, we have Owen from Ms. Dudley's class. Owen was nominated by his classmates as STEM Student of the Month. We all recognize that Owen is a great classmate and he's willing to help others. He shows great determination daily with finding solutions to everyday problems. If one way doesn't work, he will work hard trying to find another one. Great job, Owen. Next up, Nico from Ms. Witt's class. Nico was nominated as a problem solver by our class. When I asked each student who they go to for help, so many of them immediately said Nico. We can always count on him to be a good friend, solve problems, and help with a cheerful attitude. He is such a smart boy with a big heart. Next up, Brielle is such a joy to have in class. She is a very responsible and hardworking role model to others. I can always count on Brielle to show respect and to think through ways to solve a problem. Maddox from Ms. Muhammad's class. Maddox is a problem solver. He makes good choices in an effort to reach a helpful decision. Maddox also tries to help his peers find solutions that are positive and helpful to all. We are very proud of him. Jalen from Ms. Monahan's class is our class problem solver. She knows the rituals and routines of the classroom and always knows what to do. She also helps her classmates when they are unsure of what to do. Way to be a problem solver, Jalen. And these are our kindergarten. Parents, you may come up to take pictures. First grade, stand up and go towards, don't forget your names, and stand towards Ms. Downing. All right, moving on to first grade. Aubrey from Miss Thielen's class is a problem solver and she problem solves daily. She looks at the information given and makes adaptations to her work accordingly. Erin always is quick to come up with solutions to problems in class and outside of class. She loves helping anyone problem solve. We are proud of Erin. Harper is a great problem solver. Whenever she comes across a problem or challenge, she's able to come up with a solution. Way to go, Harper. Keep up the good work. Celine is a natural problem solver. She's a leader in her classroom. Whenever someone needs help, she always has an answer for them. Way to go, Celine. Christopher is an excellent problem solver. He uses many strategies to figure out how to answer problems. Way to go, Christopher. Bola always solves her problems and her friends. She works hard and is willing to try before asking for help. When faced with a challenge, she looks for creative solutions and gives 100% effort. Congratulations. Ken Nassam is a great problem solver. She's always able to figure out a solution to any problem that may arise from day to day. She's a great model for others, and she is able to guide classmates along as she helps them solve problems too. We can always count on her. Clara is a good problem solver in and out of class. If she or another student has a problem, she tries to help solve the problem by giving them helpful suggestions that are kind and logical. Davin is great at communicating and exploring ideas from different points of view and finding different ways to showcase his learning. He finds ways to solve the problem and picks the best solution. Way to go, Davin. Ava is wonderful at solving problems independently. She doesn't need help and is creative in her problem solving. She also helps others solve their problems. Ava's good at selecting the best solution for the problem. Awesome job. And this is our first grade winners today. Second grade, stand up and be ready to walk with Ms. Dunning. Passing it off to the expert reader, Miss Marnie Wonderly.
Here we go. This is second grade coming across. Starting us off, we have Ronald. Ronald is quite a problem solver and is always eager to tackle any and all challenges. Way to go, Ronald. Taylor does a great job demonstrating problem solving skills. She is a proactive student who takes on challenges with confidence. Haley has been a problem solver since day one. She not only solves her own problems, but often helps friends solve their problems. The class knows they can count on Haley to not just help, but to do it with a smile. Bruhat's classmates voted him a great problem solver. He always faces problems as challenges and handles them objectively. He uses as much information as he can to come up with the best possible solution.
From learning new skills to handling friendships, there are many opportunities for when problems arise, and Karina tackles each one that comes her way with grace and positivity. Jacob is such an amazing student. He always tries his hardest at everything he does, helps all the students around him, and tackles every problem that comes his way with new ideas. Gabriella defines problem solver. There is never a time when she cannot think of a solution on her own. She is able to think quickly and effectively in order to solve any problem thrown her way, big or small. Jerome demonstrates strong problem-solving skills in many areas. She uses a variety of strategies to try and answer on her own questions before she seeks assistance from others. She shares some strategies with her classmates so they can help themselves as well. Sasha is a problem solver both in the classroom and outside as well. In class, he enjoys working through math problems and finding different methods to help him solve any given problems. He's able to work with his group on any given activities and help others remain on task or help solve any problems between his classroom peers. Avery is a fantastic problem solver. She is a resourceful and assertive with her ideas. She has great drive when working on tasks. She finds out-of-the-box solutions for problems and then communicates her findings with others. Mitchell, we enjoy having you in art class. You are always coming up with problem-solving ideas to help not only the class, but the teacher as well. We just love the new app you suggested to use during lunchtime. It's very relaxing and a great solution. We are so proud to nominate Callie as the December Student of the Month for being an exceptional problem solver. When she is confronted with a problem, she does not expect others to just solve it for her. Instead, she takes the time to think through a possible solution or solutions before responding, or she presents her ideas to others for feedback. Andrew is the ultimate referee. He's certain of what is right and wrong and supports his friends on the playground by keeping them all walking the line. He is a loyal friend and an easy companion for everyone in our class. And these are our second grade students of mine. If you have friends or family of a second grader and want to come closer for a picture, you can do so at this time. And third grade, if you would stand and Ms. Kay and Ms. Downing, they're going to help you get up on stage. All right, here comes third grade. Third grade's going to start us off with Sophia. Sophia is great at coming up with logical solutions to the task at hand, and she is always thinking one step ahead. Sanvi has always demonstrated a keen interest in finding new and unique ways to solve problems. She exemplifies the attitude that a true learner should have. Our problem-solving STEM Student of the Month is Aiden. Aiden is a really good thinker. He sees problems as a challenge and meets them head-on. He's always willing to help his classmates. His positivity and energy is admirable. Vanessa is an excellent problem solver. She has the ability to come up with different ways of doing tasks each day. She can adapt to any situation, and when problems arise, she helps her classmates navigate through them. McKenna represents the character trait of being a problem solver. She is quick to come up with wonderful solutions to any problem that comes her way, no matter if it is academic or non-academic. She can always be counted on to have all her classwork and homework completed. Haley is not only willing and able to solve problems, but she has the drive and passion to solve each problem carefully, paying attention to details along the way. She is open-minded and communicates well with others. We, as a class, have selected Nathaniel as STEM Student of the Month for Problem Solver because he is always up for a challenge. When faced with a challenging math task, science question, or peer situation, Nathaniel is known to stop and analyze the problem before addressing it. He does not become frazzled or emotionally frustrated. He takes time to consider what background knowledge he has on the matter, what new information he has gained, and all the possible solutions. Anna is a pleasure to have in class. She is always helping others to solve problems in a creative way. She is a wonderful student. Sophia is a great problem solver and leader in our classroom. We are always able to count on her for coming up with solutions and stepping up to the plate with any situation. Aiden is definitely a problem solver, from STEM challenges to finding text evidence to support his thinking and finding new strategies to solve daily math equations. He consistently tries new strategies and methods to solve the problems at hand. Aiden is nominated this month by 2 teachers. Whenever there is a problem, Aiden is always ready to lend a helping hand to solve the problem. He does not let any problem stop him from learning and understanding. Whether it's classwork or a social situation, Aiden is determined to make sure everything is fixed and everyone is happy. Ileana is an alert and energetic problem solver for every situation encountered throughout her school day. She comes up with better and more efficient ways to perform the mundane tasks as well as the more profound activities that must be accomplished. And these are our 3rd grade students of the month. Third grade family and friends, you can come closer for a picture at this time. And 4th grade, if you would stand and look to Miss Kay and Miss Downing, they're going to help you get up on stage. Here comes 4th grade. And starting us off in 4th grade, we have Camille. Camille is often the voice of reason. She helps students find solutions to their problems in a supportive and kind manner. She is wise beyond her years and is a leader in our class. This is Jaden. He shows exceptional problem-solving traits when developing solutions. When he makes a mistake in class, these skills help him to move forward. If there is an occasional roadblock he is experiencing or a challenge that requires imagination, he looks for solutions with a positive attitude and breaks the problem into manageable parts so that each task does not seem impossible. Nathan was voted by his peers for showing amazing problem solving. He looks for multiple solutions for any problem he faces. Kate once repurposed a soccer net into an extra big pair of hands when he was struggling to carry his lunch and his soccer ball. This moment highlighted his problem-solving mindset. One of his classmates explained, "Now we use Kate's idea every day to make carrying out things easier." Melanie's class nominated her for the problem-solving trait this month. They stated that she is great at keeping peace between friends and encouraging others to be kind. It is also mentioned that she works well in her small group in the classroom to solve problems related to academic assignments. Aaron is our student of the month for problem solving because he has no trouble figuring things out on his own. When he runs into a problem in class with a missing item or a math problem, he always tries to solve the problem on his own before asking classmates or his teacher for help. Ayla is sharp and helpful with her peers when they have issues. She is one to provide grace and ideas on what they can do better to turn it around. When a friend has a hard time in math, a review activity they couldn't access online, she printed the review out so her friend could study. She is one top-notch student. And these are our fourth grade students of the month. All right, fourth grade parents and friends, if you want to come closer for a picture. And fifth grade, please stand and follow Miss Downing. She's going to help you get up on stage. All right, here comes fifth grade, and Lou is starting us off. She is the perfect candidate for Problem Solver Student of the Month. One student said, "She's always looking for the best in people, and when I need help the most, she is there." Another friend shared that she solves problems and really thinks outside the box, like when she works in a group, she's always the first one to have more than one solution. Alana is a critical thinker and problem solver. She is creative, analytical, and refreshing. Her drive and performance is a wonderful addition to our class. Junior often comes up with creative and insightful ways to problem solve for himself and for others, and explains the procedures he comes up with in a patient and kind manner. Madison deserves our Student of the Month award for problem solving because we can always count on her to solve an issue in a fair-minded way. She has the ability to help her fellow classmates with her caring personality and positive attitude. Carson was chosen for Problem Solver STEM Student of the Month from his peers. One said that he problem solved during indoor recess by putting the Battleship game box in between the game pieces so they couldn't see each other's placements. I notice Carson's problem solving when we have writing conferences, and he knows he has made a mistake and talks them out with me so he can improve his writing. Isabella was nominated by her classroom peers for the character trait of problem solver. She is always trying to help other students who may feel lost or confused. She tries to find other ways to do something if she doesn't know how to do it in one way. She came to our rescue once when our pencil sharpener wasn't working and was really good at ideas for the marble roller coaster. Daniel is a great problem solver throughout his classwork. He's always working things out with his great math skills. Even during recess, he is problem solving and keeping things organized. Keegan is a problem solver in both academic and social situations. For example, when faced with a challenging math problem, he often finds different ways to make sense of it. If there's a disagreement at recess, Katie usually comes up with a solution that benefits everyone. Jonathan takes such initiative during drumming rehearsal. We must set up for rehearsal each time by bringing drums from lower campus. He is always double-checking the number of drums we have for each part and is eager to go back to pick up anything we need. On top of setting up the room and double-checking the drums, he looks for his peers during practice to see if those around him need help, and he's always willing to help. Luna is a hardworking young lady. She is always trying to better herself as both a person and a learner. In doing that, she often faces some challenges. She is quick to ask for help, but she is also quick to try to find ways to solve a problem when that help isn't as fast as she may need it. Giancarlo knows how to help students when they are struggling with an unexpected change in the day or to talk through an issue. He's kind-hearted and picks up on emotions, needs, and strengths with others. He is not only a problem solver socially, but also in his academics as well. Kiara is a wonderful young lady. As well as being a problem solver, she goes above and beyond in everything she does. And these are our 5th grade Students of the Month. All right, 5th grade parents, family, and friends, feel free to come closer for a picture. And 6th grade, get ready to come up on stage and look to Miss Downing. She's going to give you directions. All right, starting 6th grade. All right, starting 6th grade off, we have Kiara. This is the start of middle school. Kiara is a very bright young lady who is calculated in her thought process. She can handle anything thrown her way mentally and athletically. Pujan is the class problem solver. He views situations and offers suggestions to improve and solve the issues that arise in class. Rodrigo was nominated for this honor by the homeroom class. He has always been a good leader and a hard worker. He's also a great problem solver. He's a thinker who focuses on the problem and generates several solutions to a dilemma. Elias is definitely our class problem solver. The minute he notices that someone in our class is struggling with a task or understanding, he jumps right in to help figure out a way to help that person. John works very hard in class to do well. He tackles problems and tries different ways to solve them, especially in lab activities. Anurada is a great problem solver. She sees problems as opportunities. In class, she uses good listening skills and often helps those around her in practical ways to deal with various situations. She has earned the respect of others and is definitely a leader among her peers. Problems are at the center of what many people deal with on a daily basis. Arushi helps her classmates who are trying to solve problems or helps them discover new solutions to the problems they face. Student went from being off task to doing all of his work within a semester by making better choices in who he sits with and the decisions he makes, and that's Rain Henry. Farad uses problem solving to overcome many obstacles that he faces. When he doesn't understand something, he always finds a way to figure it out, either by asking for help or using resources. Lawrence is a thinker who focuses on the problem as stated and tries to synthesize information and knowledge to achieve a solution. He works well with his group and is always willing to share his knowledge. Michael is a great problem solver in class. He does great in figuring out what a problem is trying to ask and solves problems accurately. And these are our 6th grade Students of the Month. much longer. It's almost time for treats. We have 2 more grades. Starting 7th grade, we have Mahi. Mahi is great at solving Mr. McGregor's biggest problem every day. Every day she has her lunch in the library so that the circulation desk of the library is covered during her lunch period. She also regularly scans the shelves and checks our online catalog for books when children are having trouble finding them. Even when she was down and out with a bum ankle, Naveen used her adroit problem-solving skills to stay engaged during first period PE. Layla looks for opportunities within a problem and challenges herself to solve them. She is able to take complex problems and work through it until she is able to figure it out. Angel's desire to learn new music outside of the class has given him the opportunity to show his problem-solving skills. He learned how to write tabs so that he can transcribe new music in his notebook. This is an advanced reading technique that isn't taught in school, and he had a problem and learned a new skill to find a solution. Brooke is an exceptional problem solver, so much so, in fact, that she received a perfect score on her FSA math test in 6th grade. Math problems aren't the only types of problem that Brooke is great at solving. Whenever a conflict arises, she is able to put the problem into perspective, create a game plan, and tackle that problem. Alexa is the queen problem solver. She is always thinking and working toward a solution. Her quick and persistent critical thinking skills always have her one step ahead. Kiana is our STEM Student of the Month. She is always tackling any issues or problems that come her way. No problem is too hard for her, and she is able to excel in her academics on a regular basis. Eurylis demonstrates problem-solving traits by always asking for support when she does not understand a task. She goes out of her way to find a solution for any problem she encounters. Rashawn is a great student that is able to find solutions to problems in PE, big or small. He is always willing to do what is needed to make sure that our activities continue to run smoothly and efficiently. He's an excellent example for his other peers. Sarai tackles problems head on and isn't afraid to make a few mistakes along the way. She keeps working until she understands the solution, but she knows when to ask for help. Her problem-solving skills are what helps her be successful. Jacksonese is a very nice student, always willing to help others. It is a pleasure to have her in class, and she is just the perfect all-around student. And these are our 7th grade students of the month. All right, 7th grade family and friends, go ahead and come closer for a picture at this time. And 8th grade, if you would follow Miss Downey, she's going to get you up on stage. Here come the 8th graders. And starting us off is Aiden. Aiden does a great job of working out problems and verbally explaining how he solved it and not giving up. Students want to be on Mariella's team. They think that she has all of the answers. She has a reputation as the next and first female president of the United States. Her name is Meridella, and she is a problem solver and an awesome avid student. Gabby has demonstrated a strong ability to work through problems and persevere in solving them. She is a great candidate for the STEM Award for problem solving. Kaylin is an amazing student as a problem solver. She is consistently seeking ways to remedy errors and explore additional ways to find solutions. She is very sincere in her interest to find solutions while maintaining integrity and sees value in the addition of ideas from team members. This teacher has had Austin for 2 years now because we have a teacher that teaches civics and history. And I can say he is one of the best problem solvers. When he is placed in a group activity, he often takes the leadership role and will tackle any issues on his own before coming to the teacher. We cannot think of anyone better to be nominated for this award. Ella is good at problem solving in class. She attends to her academics and follows the class rules. She also recognizes any problems that may arise and has a solution for it. Ella often initiates student-led instruction and is a joy to have in class. I had to make sure I had the right name. Clara always has a solution to a dilemma in chorus, a section that doesn't sound right, or how to add notes to a song to make it sound amazing. She is a gifted musician and will go far in the world. Dana is a hardworking student. She creatively solves problems, keeping focus on her goals to be successful. She carefully thinks out solutions in her studies and positively impacts the class. When Santiago faces a challenge, he uses his intelligence and creativity to find a solution. Never one to give up, we can count on him to help problem solve in the classroom both socially and academically. Chow is an amazing student with a solution for everything. He is the go-to student when a problem arises. It is a joy to have him in class. Andrea never backs down from a problem. She always thinks out of the box when faced with a new problem. Yanni is very good at solving problems in the form of debating her perspective as well as listening to others during collaborative discussions. And these are our 8th grade students of the month. Okay, 8th grade parents and family and friends, I know you're out there. Feel free to come closer for a picture at this time. All right, we have just a few more people to recognize, and I'm going to call Ms. Barone back to the podium at this time.
Good morning. I get to announce our teachers that have shown problem-solving skills for this month. We're going to start with primary. Ms. Cartwright is constantly problem-solving and finding the best solutions for different situations. She always works collaboratively with others to help find the best outcome for school and student situations. When problem-solving, Ms. Cartwright always has the school and students as the top priority. Thank you for all you do for TDK 8. For intermediate, we have Ms. Vantuzo. Ms. Vantuzo is a problem solver on a daily basis. She seeks out to help all of her students and team members with any problems they may have. She sacrifices her time to ensure the success of her department, constantly adjusting schedules to best fit the needs of the students and teachers. Thank you, Ms. Vantuzo, for all your help and solutions. Middle school, we have Mr. Sands. Mr. Sands is a cheerleader for his students at TDK 8. He consistently helps students to strive to do their best and supports them through strategies which help them feel successful. Mr. Sands builds confidence in his students and when working with parents to ensure that every possible strategy is taught and learned so that the students can succeed. Mr. Sands, thank you for your leadership and problem-solving skills. Miss Marino was also nominated, but she is not here today. She's one of our ESE specialists. And we're going to move on to non-instructional, Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez is the epitome of a problem solver. When asked what makes Mr. Gomez the best nominee for the Problem Solver Award, the first response from the team was, "What doesn't he fix?" Mr. Gomez fixes anything and everything on campus which is broken from chairs and desks to tables and doors and everything in between. Not only does he fix the physical things, Mr. Gomez utilizes the strengths of his team to ensure that the campus is clean and safe for our students, staff, and visitors. Thank you, Mr. Gomez, for your willingness to always be our problem solver.